Everyone, welcome to Offices Adda 24/7. My name is Niharika Walia Bhatnagar and I am with you with a specific purpose today. What's the purpose? Let's talk about it. Acha, let's talk about what is the particular thing that we are bringing up for all the bankers who are looking forward towards CIB June 2024. As you already know, as per the now syllabus there, what we are looking forward to is that the examination pattern is in June as well as in November, December, right? So the examination starts in November and extended towards the area of December as well. You have got 5 subjects in this particular examination, and that includes four compulsory and fifth is elective. So we are launching soon our CIIB June 2024 exam batch, which is your path to exam success. Okay, if this particular session is helpful for you, please share it among your peers. Along with that, don't forget to like it if you find it useful for yourself. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then go ahead, do the same as early as possible. Okay. What are we coming up with, everyone? When we talk about our batches there, we are coming up with our scholars batch, right? So when we talk about our scholars batch, under this, what are we getting? We are getting classes for ABM, then we have ABFM, BFM as well as BRBL. Okay, so this is the particular batch. I will be taking up the area of ABFM in our examination. So overall, this examination would be conducted on in the month of June this year. Then the registration will also be there in that. I think April we will be having our the registrations there. Okay, so when we talk about this particular examination, there are all these subjects. Let's talk about it, when it is starting and what is the purpose of starting it early as well. Okay, everyone, if we look at this particular batch now, I'll be taking up your ABFM. But before I talk about my subject there further, let's talk about the Scholars CIB June 2024 batch. We'll be starting it from the era of BRBL, and we are starting it from 19th of December. That means in the next week, we'll be starting with our June CIB batch. So that's the first thing that we'll be starting with. Along with this, the second thing we'll be doing is we'll be starting from 26th of December our Scholars CIIB June batch, and then in this area we'll be starting with the subject of ABFM. Okay, what is this particular batch that we're talking about? What are the benefits of our classes and why should you take it? Those are the basic things that any banker before buying or any of these things would require, right? So let's talk about that part as well. First of all, what are your subjects for this examination, everyone? If I talk about this particular subject of ours, what's the subject? Okay, in the examination, our first subject is ABM, second is BFM, third is ABFM, and last is BRPL, right? So, these are all the subjects which are there in your CIIB. Now, when we are looking forward to our batches there that we have brought up, in this area, you will find all these subjects covered under this specific batch. So, we are starting with BRBL followed by ABFM. Now, let's talk about it in detail there. What are the features of this specific batch? You will get around 300 plus hours of online live classes, mocks and ebooks for regular intensive practice. You will get the mock test, unit testing of each and every class there, okay, of every unit there, if I have to be very concise. Then ebooks of the units is also available of different units. Then recorded videos can be accessed at any point of time. For example, you are not able to be there in the live class, so then what will you do? You will watch the recorded video. Then detailed subject expertise for CIB June 2024 attempt. We would be providing you expertise for this examination. Then in-depth analysis of the subject till the last day of your exam under the guidance of the experts. You will get in-depth analysis. That means on the last day we'll be discussing what happened in the examination, what are the overall views regarding the examination. Was it easy? Was it difficult? And we all know that when you study hard, you get doubts even. There are so many bankers who are not from the commerce background, and you might be having problems regarding working on ABM as well as BFM. And I think all these subjects are something which might not be known to you at all. So for all those people, we have doubt sessions as well, which are conducted within the classes itself. That in the entire area, you will find certain days where we are just going to discuss the particular doubts that we are having in this particular area. Okay, now the next point. When we talk about the entire things that we are going to cover in our courses is in terms of ABM, you have got four different modules. First is stats, second is HRM, third is credit management, and fourth is the compliance in the bank and corporate governance. This is our ABM. Okay. Next is your BFM. BFM includes international banking, then we have risk management, then we have treasury management, then we have balance sheet management. Then comes the area of advanced business and financial management. Number one is the management process. Number two is advanced concepts of financial management, valuation, mergers and acquisitions, and last is emerging business solutions. These are all the four modules of module paper 3. And then the last paper is your BRBL. BRBL includes regulations and compliance, important acts, laws and illegal aspects, and then is important acts, laws of banking operations. So in this case, that is part A and part B, and then we have commercial and other laws with reference to the banking operations. So these are all the different areas of the subjects that we'll be taking up. I'll be taking up the area of ABFM. Nikita ma'am will be taking up the area of BRBL. BFM would be taken up by Vishal sir, and ABM is taken up by Suprabha ma'am and Vishal sir. And I think BFM I'll be also there with you. So we have all these subjects where we are working with you in terms of your preparation for your CIB, right? So when should you buy and why should you buy early? One of the particular things that I think every banker would think, the examination is in June. Why should we start early? Let's talk about that particular part as well. BFM is very extensive. ABFM is again very extensive. And ABM has got numerical portion a lot. BRBL is easy and scoring. If you do it beforehand, this particular examination can help you a lot in fulfilling your basic criteria for the passing for this examination, right? So there can be some subjects which can be more helpful in scoring and making up your aggregate than others. So if you're looking at your time there, if the examination is in June, can you complete all these subjects which are having more than 600 pages in each particular subject and at the same time is very extensive and hardcore finance area? If you cannot, then you should be looking forward towards the classes as early as possible. Any kind of delay means just before the examination, you would be waiting for a miracle to happen so that you clear the exam, right? Because when we talk about the CIIB, the examination pattern has become more difficult as well as challenging. Now they have started asking questions from the area of without options. How will you do those kinds of questions if you're not prepared for it? So that's one particular thing that you should always think about. Okay. Now, as I told you, you should look forward towards the classes as early as possible. Let me give you another reason. If you purchase it now, you will get double validity and even 81% discount on our CIB courses as well. So that means if you're planning to start preparing for your June 2024 attempt, then if you start early, you will finish early and you will have time to revise. Otherwise, what will happen if you join very late? Then one particular thing that will always bother you is that when will we be done, right? When we'll finish the particular chapters, when we'll get to revise, and when we'll be done with all those things. So it becomes more or less very troublesome if you are not done with the subjects by the time the examination is coming. At least you have seen once, then your score will definitely be more, right? So that is about the entire examination of JIB and CIB. Now let's talk about if I'm looking forward to this particular batch, where to go and what is this particular scholars batch that I'm talking about, right? Okay, this is our website. You can also look forward towards our courses through our app as well. Through app, you will get additional discount and convenience of using it anywhere. That is one of the best things to happen regarding our courses there. Okay, so let's look at this, everyone. Go on to the area of www.atta247.com. Go on to the area of JIB and CIB. Since we are targeting the June 2024 batch, then you have to click on the June 2024 batch, and we are coming up with our Scholars CIIB June 2024 batch. This is our Scholars batch, that is for English medium, and Nishchay CIIB June 2024 batch, that is for bilingual. Okay, everyone. In this case, you will get around 300 hours of online classes. The validity of this particular course is going to be 9 months. There are expert faculties. We all would be there with you. Interactive classes because the classes are available live. And then limited batch size. The batch size is very small because individual attention is definitely required when you're doing some hardcore higher level studies. You know? Then there's a comprehensive coverage of syllabus. We strongly believe in the IIPF book, and that is the only source which is used for making the papers by them even and in our teachings. Mock test will be there for practice. When you give mock test, your practice time increases, your confidence over the examination and towards the unpredictability is something which is basically controlled. Then proper doubt sessions can be taken, ebooks will be provided, then recorded videos can be accessed. As and when you want, you can record and access it. Okay, so as I told you, we all are there in the classes. We have got Suprabha ma'am, we have got Niharika Walia, that's me, and then Nikita ma'am along with Vishal sir. So we all are there with you in terms of this examination. This is the faculty profile there. Then, as I told you about all the four papers which are covered here, electives is not covered in the Scholars CIIP 2024 batch. The four subjects are covered there. That means ABM, BFM, ABFM, and BRPL, right? So the package includes all these things that we have just covered. The study plans are also available for you. Along with this, the details of all the modules is also covered. Exam pattern is also given. Their exam pattern, you have got around 100 questions. Okay? Then a few questions are of more marks, less marks. Then your total time, that period you will have is 120 minutes to complete this examination, right? Then the particular classes are available on live basis. Matlab whatever live classes are going on, you can watch the class live and also watch the recording of the same after the completion of the class. If you're not available in the class, you can check the specific study plan by clicking on click here where we talked about the subjects. Okay, for example, if I give you the example of BRPL, so this is the study plan for this examination, that by what time we'll be done with this particular examination. Done. Then when we look at study plans are available. You can get the handouts and PDFs of the classes along with the class there. And if you're not able to attend a class at any point of time, then the recording of the same will also be available to you as per your requirement. Okay, so this is our CIIB Scholars batch. Why should you take up this batch? As you already know, the time is ticking away, and every single year they are making the particular examination more and more difficult. There was a specification regarding the examination becoming subjective or descriptive in nature. Now, if you are going to face all that thing in the later on period, then why don't you clear the examination within the period of just having MCQs? Because at least the negative marking has not yet been introduced. Till the time the negative marking is not there, you still have a greater chance of clearing this examination, isn't it? But if you are not done with this entire area properly, then what will happen? If then you might have to go through all the changes which the IIBF is bringing up for this examination. So all that up being up to date, facing more challenges, the examination becoming more and more tougher. This particular challenge is definitely going to bother you at that point of time. So it is way better if you are looking forward to these courses, then you take them up, you take care of it seriously, and then you finish it off, right? So what you can do is you can actually use the code Y541. As you will use the code Y541, this particular batch is available at 81% discount along with the validity of 9 months. That means all these four subjects are available to you for a period of 9 months. We are starting with two specific batches in this month. On 19th, we are starting with the BRBL, and then on 26th, we are starting with the era of the ABFM batch. So if you are thinking to look forward to all these important areas, then you should purchase it as early as possible, because 81% discount is available, and if you start early, you will definitely finish early, and if you finish before time, then you have time to revise things in a proper manner. Okay, na? So that's it for the day, everyone. What you can do is go ahead and use the code Y541 to get maximum discounts, and all the very best, because you're starting with your journey for the examination that would be conducted in June. You might think there is a lot of time, but once you start preparing, you will see the syllabus is too extensive to say that nahi, I've started early. Most probably, you will see once you get it, in detail now, you will find it is way more challenging in terms of the learning there. Okay, so that's it for the day, everyone. I hope this particular session was helpful, and please share it among your peers and don't forget to like it. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then kindly go do the same as early as possible. Thank you so much.